What's going on, guys? I'm Alex.
I'm Jake. Welcome back to Street Tsukuru.
If this is your first time here, then welcome. Today we're going to be doing the cooling system on the E46, something that every BMW needs.
So let's get into it.
I don't know how that looks, but... Alright, got the airbox out. We got the fan out. And now we're going to drain coolant. Old plastic end tank garbage out that had a minor leak here and here and here. And that's all kinds of room for activities that we're not gonna actually have in the next, I don't know, hour. We also have a new water pump with metal impeller and aluminum water pump pulley. So we're gonna pull the pulley off, get the water pump out, do the thermostat and thermostat housing, and then get everything else back together. So the water pump that I pulled out of here already had a metal impeller, so this has been replaced at some point before because the OEM ones are plastic impellers. But we got it apart, so we might as well replace it anyways. Out with the plastic, in with the aluminum. New belts are on, new water pumps in, aluminum pulleys on, aluminum thermostat housings on, new thermostats in. Alright, so we got the cooling system all back together, but the upper radiator hose is actually leaking, and I couldn't run that Mishimoto fan that I bought because it was too thick. When I bought that fan, I was originally going to use a Chase-based tucked radiator, but the CSF all aluminum one was $200 cheaper, so I ended up going that route. So temporarily I will be running the OEM fan until I figure out what kind of fan that I want to run, or if I want to run duals, but we'll get to that later. Since that upper radiator hose is leaking, it's not sealing properly on the expansion tank, so I'm actually just going to go out and swap that hose back to the old OEM one, and then if it's not leaking, I'm going to have to send Mishimoto an email and let them know that those hoses, well, the one hose didn't want to seal because I spent like $140 or $150 for just those two hoses because they're silicone and came with new connectors. But if it still leaks with the OEM hose back on it, then I know that it's the new expansion tank that's actually leaking and not allowing it to seal properly. First, I'm gonna actually just like inspect around there. We did the other night, but we didn't see anything, but I'm just gonna double check now that we're not super tired because we were up way too late dealing with that thing. Ooh, let me clean that. I apologize, that last clip was probably terrible looking because I'm an idiot and put a fingerprint on there. So that tiny connector right there is actually what was leaking on the underside. Can't really see it. However, you can see, maybe the camera can pick it up. There's a little bit of coolant right there along the edge. So now that I removed the air box, you can get a better look. Alright, let's see if this thing still leaks. Part of me hopes that it does, just because I don't want to have to have wasted my money on silicone hoses. Looks like we're still leaking, which means it's the expansion tank. So I'll do that another time. probably this weekend. So after spending $500 on a cooling system, it still leaks. Just need to replace that expansion tank. I'm not sure if I'm going to try and get a new one before this weekend, put a new one in, and deal with that whole thing again, or if I'm just going to put the old one back in, because the old one wasn't a problem. I just figured since I was there I was going to replace it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below.
And go check out the last video of Jake's LS 240 starting up, which I'll link that up here. So we'll see you next time.